Peace, greetings, good morning, good evening, good night. For those who don't know me, I'm Tyreece Sherrill, family member of RJOY, Restorative Justice for Oakland Youth. And I'm here just to talk about how that agency, that organization, that family, how they have supported me through my journey. And it's really been a journey. By how they have cared for me and gave me the security that I needed. In 2015, I was going to a high school in West Oakland, Robert Bunch, and Eric Butler, a family member of RJOY, he was the mentor or restorative justice coordinator at the school, and he had heard me and the principal having an altercation. So he came up to me, he was basically saying, like, that's not how we do things. Like, we heal around here, we don't hurt. So he ended up setting up a peace circle. And it was different, So we had the circle, and what the circle did, it gave us a chance to really express ourselves and hit the underlying problem of both of our perceptions, both of our reality. Like, instead of keeping that miscommunication, we actually just talked about it, expressed how we felt, and at the end, we were able to build a relationship. And with that, it made my high school easier to have that relationship with the principal, instead of having that fight with the authority. I was actually cool. And so after we had the circle, I told Eric that I wanted to get involved with more. Why? Because I felt like that was the alternative than killing people and then violence and like jail. Like, this was a way to actually heal and connect instead of punishing, And it was a dope experience, and that's what made me want more. And so what Eric did, he introduced me to RJOY, and next thing you know, I'm going to the National Annual Conference of Restorative Justice, or National Annual Restorative Justice Conference, and it's in Florida, and nothing but positive energy surrounded me, and like, everybody was just super positive, and it was just like something I wasn't exposed to or was used to due to living in a toxic environment. So it felt like I found gold, and it was an amazing feeling, and I felt so good actually that the keynote speaker was Cornel West, and I decided to go on stage with him in front of everybody. My first time ever going on stage talking to anybody, but that was the moment though. That I felt so good. I felt so good that I went out of my comfort zone. I was true to myself. That's something I wanted to do. If I was not in that environment and surrounded by, positive and like-minded people, then I wouldn't have been able to do that. But energy doesn't lie. So that ended up becoming the moment. Once I got off stage, I was just supported with so much love, and that's what, for someone that's been growing up in not even just a household but an environment of, when you don't really be heard, you're not really heard, you don't feel like you have a voice because the youth or children don't know anything. That's the society we live in. So being able to feel heard and to be loved after doing something that was very out of pocket for me. I ended up flying back to Oakland with the squad, and next thing you know, I was getting an internship, and started working with RJOY. And since then, like, I have been given so many opportunities to just speak and just to be cultivated, to be a leader. Like, you know, it's a way of life. Like, we're doing we're doing what everybody should be doing, which is really like just supporting the community with love and good intention. So yeah, we were going like, it was just like to be exposed. I thought I found gold. Like, I wanted to tell everybody. I ended up putting on my girlfriend at the time, her friend, my cousins. Like, I was trying to put everybody on because I thought I found gold. Like, I was like, that is another way to live. Like, you feel me? And so at 17, even though I was exposed to like that positive way of thinking, I was still going through a lot of trauma, I say. And I caught my first case at 17, and I was almost they were trying to charge me as an adult, and it wasn't looking too good for me. I was really in a messed up state of mind, but before I got arrested, I was really emotionally at the lowest part of my life as well, though. And I had a mask on, and I was trying to fool everybody to let everybody know I was okay and I could handle it myself. But in reality, I really needed people by my side, and I needed to vent. And this where restorative justice come in play, and this where we believe hurt people. You know, it's no justification. However, they are like pillars to like why you behave the way you behave. Your mind state and your emotional state is one. So I caught my first case. I was looking at some time. So RJOY, you know, they all got together, and what they tried to do at first is divert me to that program, to RJOY. And a diversion is basically taking you from the criminal justice system. Instead of being incarcerated, they will divert you to a nonprofit or to a community-based organization that will help shift and cultivate your behavior to where it's more rehabilitating and healing than being locked up in a cell. So I couldn't do that because my charges were too aggressive, I guess, and also I was already charged with it, like with the charges, so they couldn't go back and uncharge me, I guess. So for 8 months, I was fighting, trying not to get charged as an adult. Within that 8 months, though, RJOY would come see me, come to my court dates, write letters to the judge, write letters to the DA, playing participatory defense. And what that is basically just trying to paint a more human-like picture than the criminal that they're reading. So, you know, with the support that they've showed, the judge really took that into consideration and ended up not trying me as an adult due to the support that I was getting from the community. I ended up being sent to Lake Tahoe, Group Home, ROP, Rite of Passage, and I finished my high school out there, and I did 8 months out there, so total I did 16 months, and it was a tough journey. I think I'm missing a lot. Words really can't explain like the present feelings and the present emotions, and just at the time it was ridiculous. So just to have that support and love consistently was needed, definitely. If I didn't have that support, I would promise you I would have got charged as an adult, because the DA wasn't playing, nobody was playing. However, through participatory defense and the love and support that I got from RJOY, I was released. And now I'm walking a straight line. I'm youth organizing, I'm mentoring, I'm teaching, I'm a student. man, like, I have no complaints. And this is just me giving a thank you to you all, RJOY, and just writing it out. Transformation is real. You can always be hood and be positive. Yeah. I'm finna get ready. I gotta go in a minute. Peace, love. Hit me up. I hope it did justice.